Fact: did Paige Bueckers play against Angel Reese in NCAA? 2020 class has done so many special things for the game. Hashtag proud. Angel Reese would write as Paige Bueckers finally secured her title. That's two NCAA champions right there, and two top recruits of their historic class. One stacked up on scoring, becoming UConn's leading scorer in the tourney, and the other as the rebounding leader of the Tigers. Bueckers became the third most valuable woman in college sports, and Reese surpassed everyone in the league for most followers. They were ranked 1 and 2 coming out of high school for a reason. She's just ultra-competitive. You can tell when you're her teammate. She just instills this confidence within you and makes you believe in yourself even more than you already do. Paige would say of the Chi-Town Barbie. Same class, top programs, 4 years, and mutual respect. They must have interchanged many on-court moments, like they did with their common nemesis, Caitlin Clark. So the question arises, Angel and Paige joined their respective colleges in 2020. Had it not been for Paige's injury, they would have been in the same draft class. However, the two collegiate stalwarts never faced each other in an NCAA match. It so happens that LSU and UConn have not faced each other in women's basketball for almost 9 years. Their last matchup was on 20 November 2016, when the Huskies beat the Tigers 76-53 with the help of Seattle Storm's Katie Lou Samuelson's 28 points. Since then, the two college programs have not had each other's names on their calendars. The two did compete together during Team USA's various team selection drives. However, as fate would have it, they were never selected together to represent Team USA in any tournaments. So how is it possible that two players who had a similar career trajectory never faced each other in college? The first setback came in 2020, when Angel Reese fractured her right foot just 4 games into her freshman season at Maryland. She was sidelined for a couple of months and was relegated to the bench after recovering. Angel recovered well and played a well-rounded sophomore year before transferring to LSU in her junior year to start a new journey. Paige Bueckers had a terrific start to her freshman season and a decent sophomore year despite a fracture and a torn meniscus that sidelined her for a couple of months. However, on August 3, 2022, UConn announced that Bueckers tore her ACL and would miss the entire 2022-23 season. This is when UConn played Maryland, but Reese had already transferred to LSU by then, and Bueckers was injured. This was the only time in their college careers that their respective colleges faced off, but yet the two NCAA superstars never shared the court. Despite their injuries, both Paige and Reese had exceptional college careers and an NCAA championship each. However, their colleges neither met in NCAA matchups nor hosted friendlies and exhibitions against each other, denying the world the clash of two exceptionally talented women facing each other at one of the highest levels of the game. Both Paige and Angel have remarkable stat sheets. Their championship-winning runs were backed by brilliant and regular on-court performances. Paige, in her 4 years, averaged 19.8 ppg, along with 4.7 rebounds and 4.6 assists. Angel, on the other hand, was very board-dominant and averaged 12.3 rebounds and 18.6 ppg through her 4 college years. However, her LSU years were a league of their own. Therein, she averaged 20.9 points and 14.4 rebounds per game. Indeed, the players being different in their build and positions and style of play would have stats that would be incomparable. Nonetheless, it is clear that both Reese and Bueckers were a class apart, and a matchup between the two would be extraordinary. Bueckers and Reese will face each other on 29th May at the Wintrust Arena in Chicago. This will be the realization of the NCAA dream matchup that was never fulfilled.